Hello and welcome to Let's Play Project Zomboid, episode 18, on Mulder's 23rd day of survival. Yesterday we started moving all the stuff in this base to the new base, which is located on the eastern side of town. I expect that the new base is going to have a lot less zombies and a lot more space and just be better all around than this random suburban house. So slowly but surely I'm just going to be picking up everything in the base and moving it over. And we'll go ahead and do some looting and exploration along the way to keep it interesting. I think I am going to tow the completely destroyed fossil oil van over to the base today. And I've actually never done this in the game before, but you should be able to load up the car that you're towing with stuff and still continue to tow it like normal. And this thing has a trunk capacity of 40. So that is going to be some decent storage capacity. Some stuff in my backpack that I forgot to unpack yesterday. Alright, let me see what else I can grab. Did I hear a zombie pounding on something? I sure do. That little fucker got attracted to my generator. Looks like the zombie also trampled some of my cabbage. Unfortunately, that is something that can happen. If your crops get walked on by zombies, they will get destroyed by them. They don't get destroyed when you walk on them, but when a zombie walks on your crops, it's going to smash them. Destroyed cabbages. Yep. Next time we make a garden, we're gonna have to be careful about preventing zombies from trampling on it. Alright, I'm gonna grab a couple more stacks of stuff from the All-American Armory floor. And then we're going to attach the fossil oil van to the Jeep and head on over to the new base. kind of mad about those cabbages. That's actually really annoying. But that is the risk of having a generator. If any Zombo happens to be nearby, they're going to get attracted to it. If they're within the sound radius, that is. Alright, let's take a little trip. I wonder how well this Jeep is going to do trying to tow this van. I have a feeling it's going to be very slow. Not terrible so far. I'm going to go this way instead of through the rich people neighborhood. Yeah, I can tell how much slower and sluggish this is. Towing this heavy van, which is full of stuff. Fingers crossed so we don't run into any big hordes on the road, because my vehicles don't have a lot of maneuverability right now. And plowing through crowds of zombies is not a great option. I did not mean to turn this way. I hit the wrong key. Well, let's just get turned back around. It's always funny when the vehicle that you're towing runs over a zombie. Yeah, the amount of power and acceleration when you're on grass is extremely low. Almost to the driveway. Here we go. Oh! Almost swerved off the road. Alright, here we are. First thing I'll do is detach the Jeep from the fossil oil van. And then I would like to put the fossil oil van Oh, it has no gas in it. It does need a little bit of gas to run, obviously. Yeah, just the tiniest amount. Did I actually add any? Nope. Let's be a little less stingy. Alright. Now... Oh, that's funny. That's really funny. I heard a weird noise as I was moving the fossil oil van, and it looks like the front right tire fell off. Sometimes that'll happen when your vehicle is in a terrible state of repair. Yeah, the front right tire fell off, and I think it just completely despawned. So now we're not going to be taking the fossil oil van on any kind of joyrides anytime soon. Alright, let's start unloading the van here. I would like to get all the rotten zombies out of this house because realistically the smell would be just absolutely atrocious if there are zombie corpses still in this place. Got two of them here by the dining room table. Go ahead and grab. I'll make a separate zombie pile out here in the field. This one has a hunting knife stuck in it. I'm actually going to take the hunting knife because I don't have any hunting knives or any other bladed stuff at this point. Might as well have a hunting knife. Let's go ahead and continue unloading the fossil oil van. Yep, moving day in Project Zomboid is just as tiring and tedious as it is in real life, as it turns out. Go ahead and drop this beef jerky in the dry stores at the new base. And the hunting knife can go in the weapons locker as well. Let's go ahead and clear out some Zeeks from upstairs. Got one decaying away at the top of the stairs here. I am going to go through this entire place with bleach and a dishcloth and clean up all the blood stains as well. Because while it might look cool, realistically there's no way you're going to want zombie blood stains just hanging out in your base. So now I'm going to walk around this field and kill any zomboids that might be nearby. I'm going to do some shouting to draw them out. Got my search mode on so that I can get some foraging XP. Possibly find some good stuff in the field, you never know. A stone, not useful. Oop. Discard the stone, yep. So looking on the map here, it does seem to be a circular type field. So I'm just going to walk the perimeter. Once my foraging skill gets better, I will start to find more and more useful stuff. Right now it seems to be a lot of twigs and stones that I'm finding. But if your foraging skill is high, you can find some legitimately good stuff. I've got the minor pain moodle because yesterday before bed I did my push-ups, so I'm just feeling some exercise fatigue from that. More zombos over that way. I found a termite. You can use termites as bait when you go fishing. Got a small crowd of them here. Shouldn't be anything I can't handle. But at the same time, let's not get too cocky. Saying, "Yeah, I got this," is like the famous last words of many Zomboid players. We're almost back around the field towards the house. Oh, that's a pretty good find. I think it's black sage. Yep. I'm gonna pick up the black sage and put it in my inventory. I just got 21 XP on foraging because of that. Black sage can be used as a pain reliever. There are actually a bunch of wild herbs like that that you can find that do various things for your health. Now I'm kind of curious about whether black sage is a real thing that actually does that in real life. Got another termite and a tree branch. Tree branches are not just usable as firewood, you can also use them as handles to make makeshift tools. In build 41, there's not many makeshift tools that you can make, but you can make a hammer and an axe. They are terrible, but they're better than nothing, and you can actually cut down a tree with a handmade axe. Yeah, build 42 adds a ton of extra handmade stuff and just a huge amount of extra weapons in general. Take a look at the map here. Yep, so my base is in the middle of a kind of like oval shaped field with a sharp end. I'm gonna grab these 2 planks here and reboard up this window, the same one that I broke in to get inside the place. I have nails, I have my hammer, so I should be able to just grab these boards and nail them up. And obviously you can barricade a window that has its glass broken, doesn't matter. It doesn't affect your ability to nail boards across it. Let's short up a little better. Let's go ahead and finish unloading the junk. harp and the sack can just stay in the back of the fossil oil van. I don't really need those things. So I've got some dry pasta here. I'm going to place it on the dining room table because that's where my heavy dry stores are going to go. At least until I can build some crates and things. Cereal and chocolate go in the dry stores cabinet. Got this other cabinet over here for canned goods. Throw those in there. Pineapple and spaghetti bolognese. The margarine is going to go in the fridge. Cleaning liquid, I'm just going to place this on the counter for now. Head upstairs to this master bedroom. Might open the curtains for now. And I'm just going to place my old police stuff on the floor. I usually like to keep my original clothes that I spawn in with at the beginning of the playthrough, because it's like a reminder of what my character was wearing on day one. So that's why I'm keeping the police gear, police clothes. I should have some stuff in the back of the Jeep. Got the M9 pistol, hand axe, and M14 rifle. Go ahead and take these to the storeroom. Throw them in. I've almost completely filled up my first crate, which has an encumbrance of 60. Luckily there are 3 crates, which actually is a lot of storage. That was something that I wanted to check on. At Carpentry 3, I can actually build a crappy looking and low quality wooden crate, but it does provide some storage. So once I get to Carpentry 3, I think I'm going to be doing that. And there's a much better crate that you can build, I think, at Carpentry like 5, 6, or 7. Alright, let's head on back. Said that I would do some exploring, and I think I am going to go in at least one rich person house on the way back. Assuming I can even get in there, even get in that neighborhood with all the zombies around. I might be in for a fight here. One. Two. 3. 4. There's at least 5, 6 more coming. As I'm leveling up my long blunt skill, it is getting a lot easier to kill these zombies with a crowbar. And that's why it pays to have a main weapon class, because that main class is going to get leveled up faster, allowing you to be a more effective fighter of the undead. Okay. That's why I always watch your 6. Back there, I invoked the rule of jogging, which states that if you find yourself surrounded by zombies, you can often get out of the situation by just jogging, because they have a much harder time grabbing you if you're moving quickly. Dismantle some watches. I'm trying to get to that elusive electrical skill level 1, which is required for hot wiring of vehicles. And last time I checked the skill menu, I was over halfway there. Skill menu. Electrical. Yep. I'm about 2/3 of the way there. Alright. So we have a rich person house with the door already broken down by Zeds. Got some zombos inside, actually. That makes me a little nervous. So I'm going to head outside and let them come out to me. Also getting exerted, which is not ideal. Looks like there were at least 5 of them inside. After I deliver these 3, I need to stop and take a rest, because that lung moodle for exertion has got me quite nervous. So what do you do when you're tired? Sit in your car and read. Should only need to do this for 30 seconds real time, maybe a minute. I'll just sit here and get some carpentry reading done in the meantime. Yeah, see, the lungs just went away. Go ahead and read until it says 50 pages. I hear zombies thumping around in that house, too. Okay, that was really weird. It wasn't letting me select away from reading mode. That'll be something if I got stuck in reading mode. I'd have to use console commands or something to get out of it. I think there are multiple zombies behind that door. Take a quick peek. No, just one. Just one. Just one zomboid making all that noise. fill my empty water bottle in the bathroom sink that has no water pressure. Still some thumping going on somewhere, probably upstairs. This is like the Monty Hall problem. Pick a door. There are goats behind 2 doors and a car behind 1 door. Where the hell is that coming from? It's coming from this bathroom. You know what? I'm going to make an informed decision to not try to clear that bathroom because it's kind of a meme in this game, but sometimes there are a lot of zombies in bathrooms for no reason that makes any sense. And if I open the door and there are like 4 zombies behind the door, there's a pretty decent chance that I'll get zombed. And, you know, that's going to be a significant emotional event for me. Got a baseball bat. Some soap. That reminds me, I have this sewing kit that I've been carrying around that has nothing in it. Drop on the floor. Got an office with nothing good in it, of course. Very seldom will you find anything good in an office in this game. Crowbar at mostly full health. I'll go ahead and grab that. Can never have too many crowbars. This is like a kid's room. Electronics Mag Volume 4. I'm gonna take that because I haven't read it yet. Alright, and with that, we're gonna get the hell out of this house. Oops. If you're not careful, you can actually like vault over the banister instead of just going around it. Let's see if there's anything good in the kitchen. Rotten mutton chop and a bunch of stale meat in the fridge. Got some canned stuff here. Corned beef, which is one of the best ones. And fruit cocktail are the only ones I'm going to bother taking. Cereal. Always a top tier food item to grab when you can find it. More cereal. Chocolate and some heavy dry stores. Okay, now there's a zombie outside somewhere. Trying to zombie his way through. Oh. We have an over-the-sink crawling zombie. Zed really wants my flesh. I need to be done with this House of Horrors, honestly. This house has been a dangerous place to explore. But there is bourbon in this cabin, which I'm going to grab. Did I say cabin? I meant to say cabinet. Jeez. Finally, we have the garage. Is there going to be anything cool in this garage? Empty gas can? Eh. Welding rods? Don't really need any of those right now. And a bunch of useless shit in the garage that I don't need. Last but not least, check the mailbox. Nothing in the mailbox. Gonna get the F out of here. And I forgot to mark it on the map, but yesterday I explored that third house on that other street. Once again, we find ourselves driving through the creepy neighborhood. Okay. Now we're back at the base. Car off, lights off. So I'm actually gonna do a sweep of the yard and area around my house, and there's a Zomboid probably attracted to the generator. Let's go ahead and take care of him. Another one. This is why you gotta be careful with your generator, because it will bring the zombies calling. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make some stew for the first time. So stew is one of the most basic food items you can make in the game, and it's extremely easy to make. The first thing you need is a cooking pot full of water, which I have 3 here that I stashed at the very beginning of the apocalypse. I'm going to grab the cooking pot full of water. And now I can add a bunch of stuff to it. So you can add fresh food or stale food to stew, but one of the great things about stew is that you can take your stale stuff, add it to the stew, and it becomes good again since it's in the stew. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my stew. I have a stale potato and 2 stale zucchinis. Let's see if I can add those to the stew. Right-click and create. Right-click on and select Create Stew, and then I'm going to add the stale zucchini. It makes zucchini stew, and it consumed one of the zucchinis. So let's do it to the other zucchini as well. But you have to be aware of adding too many of the same ingredient to the stew, because it will start to give the stew negative stats if it's like all of the same ingredient. You can add up to 6 ingredients to the stew. Let's go ahead and add some of these eggs in there too. Oh, excuse me a moment. We have some kind of Zomboid somewhere. There's 2 of them. My goodness. This is why it does pay to have a boundary wall. Any other takers? There's one over there. Let's go ahead and preemptively deliver him to the pearly gates. Eat an egg first, like you do. Yeah, I knew you were there. You didn't have to give me the jump scare. Okay. Anyway, so let's continue with our stew, shall we? And I'm going to go over to the dry stores and just throw in some of this dry beans into the stew as well. We'll go ahead and add some dry kidney beans. Gives you a nice knife chopping sound effect that doesn't make any sense. So now I have vegetable, egg, and kidney bean stew, fresh, uncooked. Stand by, going on pause. And I'm back. So I got my vegetable, egg, and kidney bean stew. I've used up all 6 ingredient slots. It provides a lot of hunger, satiation, and some unhappiness. So the idea there is if you eat a home-cooked meal, it makes you happy. And those benefits get a lot better when you cook it. Now, sometimes you have to cook it anyway because you've added, like, raw stuff to it. But cooking it also, like I said, improves the stats. It's a big boost, too. It's like 50% better for everything. So that's in the fridge. Let that go for a bit. Did I say fridge? I meant to say oven. Jeez. Almost done. This dude does take a while to cook. Alright, so it wasn't exactly 50% better, but now the hunger reduction is minus 66 and the unhappiness is minus 35. So typically what I do is I eat half the pot of stew, and that's usually enough to make me maximum satiated and remove any unhappiness. Nice, and that's exactly what it did. And then when I'm done with the stew for now, I'm just going to place it on the counter. You can see it's full of that delicious red colored stew. Alright, I think it's about time to go to bed. Drift off to sleep. Mulder wakes up at 6:40. And for breakfast, what does he do? Chows down on the rest of that stew. Cool. Let's head outside and see if there's any more bullshit happening. I don't see any other Zomboids around. Since I'm about to move out of this base anyway, I think I'm just going to leave these zombie corpses where they are. Doesn't really make a lot of sense to spend time cleaning them up if I'm just going to leave. Alright. Let's go ahead and make another trip. The reason I'm putting all this stuff in my main inventory is because it's a lot faster to put it in the main inventory versus the bag. You know, it's like a duration every single time that you put something in the bag. The heavier the item is, the longer the duration. Just like before, we're gonna tow another vehicle. Oh, and this one is full of goodies that I found that I forgot to clear out. Okay, so that two-door white car trunk is now full. Start throwing stuff in the Jeep. Pick up all this ammo that's on the ground. Got my broken baseball bat that I wanted to repair and my machete. I meant to throw away that first aid kit. I think I'll finally get around to doing that now. This really does feel like moving out of, moving out of an old place into a new one. You know, like in real life. But, once again, the reason I'm bothering with this is because staying in this suburban house is not the most defensible nor the most safe. all that the Jeep is going to hold. It's going to be tricky getting this white car out of here without hitting the mailbox, so I'm going to do my best. Attach the white car to the Jeep. We're going to pull out of here. I think I'll go this way, through the rich people neighborhood. Should I loot a house on the way? Yeah, I think I will. Gotta keep that scavenging spirit alive. Looks like there's a fair amount of zomboids crawling around this place. Might be too many to fight, I'm not quite sure. Classic miniature horde chasing me here. Four to go. Alright. Wasn't keeping count, but it felt like at least 12 that I just killed. Okay, so we got a rich person house here. Did they see me? Yeah, they did. That's another 5 more zombies. Is that a nightstick stuck in that one? Okay, so I got the lung symbol. Need to be careful with overexertion. Nightstick, yep. actually going to attach the nightstick to my belt and use it as my one-handed weapon. I have a window that's already broken. Go ahead and climb through. I like the hardwood floor in this place. Empty bucket, that's a good item to take. Some empty gas cans. I think a Zomboid came around to the garage door, yeah. Good night. In the kitchen now, I found a mouse trap. Cereal, fruit jam, and peanut butter are good to take. I'm not feeling the need to take any canned goods now. Cereal, mac and cheese. Always take the pasta, every time. Beef jerky as well. Chocolate, yep. Got some butter in the fridge. You know that we like to take butter. Laundry room. Zomboid decided to knock on the back door. And there's another one inside. I'm not sure where they came from. Perhaps the dining room. Okay. I don't want this to turn into another House of Horror situation. So let's just quickly take care of the upstairs. Got a kid's room. There's a generator mag. It's proof that sometimes offices have good stuff in them. Sometimes. Only sometimes. Utility closet with nothing good. Master bedroom. In the wardrobe we find an electric bass. Cool item, not necessarily good in this game. Oh, antibiotics. Always grab those for RP reasons. More antibiotics. bed real quick for some carpentry XP. I got 2 nails and a plank. That makes me happy. Move stuff around in my inventory until I'm no longer over-encumbered. Well, this house wasn't so bad. Marking on the map, of course. Oops. Oh, man. Not paying attention. It's the #1 killer in this game. Also, your car stops a lot slower when you're towing something, which makes sense. Man, they thought of everything in this game, didn't they? More to go. Nine mil rounds. Yep, I'll take those. Police zombie had 5 random 9 mil rounds in his inventory. So I did want to check out this car wreck. This car might be decent and or drivable, potentially. No. No, I'm not going to let you sneak up on me. Engine quality is okay. Not great. Car is missing a tire because its former owner probably got zombed in the middle of changing a tire, I guess. Go ahead and get these 2 cars pointed the right way on the main road here. This car is missing a tire. I mean, I should be able to grab this. Should be able to grab this tire and just install it, right? Have the jack and the wrench, jack and the lug wrench in my inventory. Install performance tire. Cool, I installed the tire. Now I can grab this broken tire and get it out of the road. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to nudge the red car with the Jeep and get it, like, out of the way. Can't just, like, gently do this. I don't think it damages it too much. No, it's not going to work. This thing is a hazard in navigation, so I'm going to go ahead and take care of it. Attach the red car. There's a zombie. What's up, buddy? I just want to try to pull this thing like off the road where it's not such a... It's not blocking shit so much. Back in the Jeep, let's continue on to our destination while towing the white car. Just reattach. Did I pull up too close to it? Got 2 zomboids, 3 zomboids coming to say hi. Last thing I'm going to do before I leave is drop the jack and the lug... Wow, I can't talk. Jack and the lug wrench on the ground. Because I already have those tools. There's no sense in having 2 of them. And we're going to continue on our way. Now we're back at the new base. And detach the white car from the Jeep. Swing this one around and park it. turn the Jeep off. Now remember, there was a bunch of junk in the trunk. Junk in the trunk of this white car here, so I'm going to grab some of it. Got an empty bucket which can go on the picnic table. Some empty gas cans. I'm going to place these on the other side of the picnic table so I know that they're the empty pile. Beef jerky, cereal, and chocolate go in the dry cabinet. Fruit jam in the dry cabinet. Mac and cheese in the dry cabinet. Peanut butter in the dry cabinet. Pasta goes on the dining room table. Tailoring Volume 1, I don't need that right now, so I'm going to stash it on the bookcase. Going up to the bedroom. Drop the shoes on the floor. Go ahead and put the Spiffo bag on the floor too. Might as well grab the biter while I'm here. Take that biter out to the pile. And the biter has a large backpack and some leather gloves. Might as well take those. The large backpack has some chili in it, a can of chili. And I'm going to take the large backpack inside. The empty bucket, other empty bucket we'll put on the picnic table. Catch some delicious rain. Try to organize these weapon crates a little bit better next time. I'm just going to throw the guns and stuff wherever they fit. Pipe wrench. Can of chili is going to go in the can cabinet. Kitchen tongs, oven mitt, and muffin tray are useless to me, so I'm going to throw them away via zombie. I think I might use this cabinet in the living room as my general household goods place. Stash the butter in the fridge. Alright, and I've got a plank. Go ahead and nail up this window here. I've got some junk that I want to dispose of via zombie. Oh. Got a walker. Put the first aid kit on that zombie corpse so it will despawn. Muffin tray, oven mitt, and kitchen tongs all get thrown away via zombie. Let's unload all this stuff real quick. And then we can head back to the main base, which is getting more and more empty by the day. The machete I'm going to place on this table out by the foyer entryway. Same with the broken baseball bat. Storing my baseball bats. Yeah, this weapon locker is going to need some organization. Did I get everything out of the... No, I did not. Stash this cooking pot on the picnic table to fill up. Kind of funny how huge the bag of flour is when you actually place it as an item, but it only weighs 1 pound. or 1 kilo of encumbrance. It's pretty funny. The propane torch I'm going to leave outside with the other metalworking stuff. Okay, anything else in the Jeep? Just a bunch of ammo. Grab that real quick. Stash all that ammo in the crates. See if there's any more Zombo corpses upstairs. I think there might be 1 or 2 more. Nope. I think I got them all. Yep. There's probably a lingering malodor of Zombo, but that should go away when I clean up the bloodstains. Cool. Head on back to base. Head on back to old base, that is. Yeah, I don't like you being so close to my driveway. All those dead zombos by my hand. Took the little pedestrian walkway instead of the proper street. And we're back. Go ahead and take a look around. See if there's any biters who want to come say hi to my generator. Doesn't look like it. Oh! I'm 93 kilos with a down chevron. We gotta fix that. I'm gonna eat some melted ice cream, which is gonna make me unhappy, but it will give me calories. Yep, there's the unhappiness. Try to balance that out with some proper ice cream. Go ahead and turn on the oven and bake up some meat. Stash some of my drugs and things. I am going to make some stew real quick. And I can use some of that ground beef and stuff that I'm making as ingredients for the stew. Some zucchini in. And if there's some crackers in there too. Crackers are not really good for anything else. Add the other zucchini to this too. Then I'm going to add an egg. Right? Where's the egg? Add an egg. Add part of a meat patty. And some ground beef. You can also add spices to the stew. Certain food items count as spices. So, available spices are pepper, tomato paste, salt, and bouillon cube. Go ahead and add a bouillon cube. So right now, unhappiness is minus 40. So let's see what adding a bouillon cube does to the stew. Change the unhappiness to minus 46 and added a minus 6 boredom. And by the way, you have 6 food slots for stew and I think 3 slots for spices. Eat the last of my proper ice cream that's not melted, disgusting ice cream. And now my down chevron went away. Here's a nice view of what we've seen in Riverside so far. Almost done. Almost. Alright, let's go ahead and eat half the stew. One thing I would like to do before we go to bed, turns out that saving those duffel bags was a good thing to do, because you can use duffel bags as convenient containers when you're moving shit. So I placed the empty duffel bag on the ground. I'm going to start loading these books into it. The duffel bag has a capacity of 18, but when I pick it up and carry it around, that encumbrance reduction still applies. So that 18 pounds of weight is going to feel like less because it's in a duffel bag. Hopefully that made sense. So now I've cleared out my books collection, and it's all in this blue duffel bag. So I'll have to remember to grab that tomorrow. Check and make sure the oven is off. Let's check our stats. Weight is 93 with no chevrons. Favorite weapon is crowbar. I've killed 728 zombies and I've survived 24 days. Mulder is going to drift off to sleep. He's going to wake up at 7:10 a.m. and that's going to wrap it up. Peace.